Hey everybody, it's Polaris. It's been a while since I've done a car video, but I just wanted to just vent out loud and just kind of go back to the basics, if that makes sense. For me, I woke up today and I just kept hearing in my head, just get out of your own way. Just get out of your own way. And that is definitely a hard pill to swallow. I haven't been able to yet, but as in a previous video, I went to Australia, and for me that was the biggest change in my entire life. It built up my confidence so much, and it made me feel unstoppable, right? I was on this high and had this energy of just, I can literally do whatever I set my mind to and whatever my heart desires, right? And I had this idea in my head that after I went to Australia, because building up to that, I knew everything was going to change. I could not return back to the life I was living in. And I had this idea in my head that things would start changing and fall into place. And things did. At least internally. A lot of internal changes happened. I was definitely a lot more confident and taking care of myself a lot better. I've also spent a lot of time alone. As you guys know, I moved out, and so majority of my days I spent alone. And I just remind myself that it's baby steps. But I don't know, I just thought something external would change to make me start changing. But the only thing that needs to change is what I'm doing. And truth is, I hold myself back. And it's really hard to admit that sometimes, because I've just been having this song stuck in my head all day, called One by One by Bring Me the Horizon, which it's line is like your own worst enemy kind of thing. And I don't know, I'm trying to be careful with my wording, because I've healed a lot, and I don't want to go back to putting myself down. I'd rather encourage myself than to not encourage myself, because it's not gonna help me, so I'm trying to figure out how to word it right now. And also there's a lot of traffic, so I just got my mind just forgot what I was talking about for a second. I used to give up a lot, and a lot of it was just lack of motivation for the thing I was doing. A lot of the things I gave up on weren't my true desire, wasn't my soul desire. But because I got so used to doing that, now when I have something that I truly desire, I have this fear of moving forward, because I'm afraid I'll mess it up. I'm afraid I'll fail. And truthfully, I do not believe in failure. I believe you can only gain by learning from an experience. So there's no such thing as failure in my eyes. And I've really changed that a lot. And so being with myself and seeing that things aren't changing as fast as I thought it was, to ask myself, okay, why are things not changing? And to realize it's because I'm not changing. I'm not doing anything differently. Sure, I'm doing baby steps, right? For example, taking better care of my body. I go outside a lot more. I got to paint one day. I haven't been journaling though. I haven't been playing my guitar. I haven't been doing my creative things that I feel called to do, because I just say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and I say again, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow, I'm too tired today. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow, one day I'll have energy. And right now I have the song, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, by Taylor Swift, where, hope it doesn't get copyrighted, so I'm not going to sing it, but it's it's just, I can do it with a broken heart, and it's just, no matter how you're feeling, you still do it. And my parents have definitely taught me that there are certain things in life that doesn't matter if you want to do it or not, you're just gonna have to do it. And sometimes that means being disciplined with yourself and doing the things that, even if it means doing the things you want to do, right? Like I've definitely like used to struggle in the past with doing things for myself, but now that I'm living alone, I just keep reminding myself, like, there's no more excuses. Like you were away from things that you gave excuses for. Like, oh, but I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, right? Now it's like, okay, well, you're by yourself, what are you gonna do? And I was definitely in like a rut for a little bit, and I like literally like got sick, and I was just feeling really stressed out with work and the change of just moving and just being with myself and my emotions, and it's been a long time since I had like this much solitude, and so it was dang it. It was an adjustment, right? But now that I'm feeling a lot more confident and doing things for myself, I just also saw 555, which is change. Now I want change. I'm like, okay, hey, like, I don't want, the whole point of me moving out and taking this job and going on adventures was for me to continuously grow and change and learn myself. And as stated in the beginning, the only thing stopping me is myself. I'm the only one stopping myself from growing. No one else is telling me to stop. It's only me right now. And so when I had that realization, I was like, you know what? I gotta do it tired. I gotta do it sad. I gotta do it sick. I gotta do it brokenhearted or whatever, you know, just telling myself all those things. And I went out 2 days ago and I played my guitar, and immediately I felt so much energized. Like, I just felt my soul ignite, and I just reminded myself, I'm like, this is why you do it. Because you're tired, because you're not doing the things your soul desires. And when you do the things my soul desires, then I feel energized, because that's me filling my own cup. And it's just giving myself a lot of grace of just like, hey, you haven't been doing things for yourself for a while, you know? Or you got, oh my gosh. Oh, then I messed up my video. I had an alarm set for 11:30 in case I slept in, because I've been really tired. But I've been awake since 9, so it's 11:30 now, but anyways, but I just told myself, like, you're gonna be tired, just do it, just see what happens, just do it for, I went outside, I was like, let's go outside for 30 minutes, just 30 minutes, that's plenty of time. And in 30 minutes, I was able to just come up with a strumming pattern, and I posted that on the YouTube Shorts, I think I did, and then on Instagram. Another day I went out and I was like, you know what? Just be outside, just see what happens, just start drawing. Just put, because I use Posca pens, just put the pen on the paper. And I created a really awesome drawing that I was really proud of, and I really enjoyed the colors, and it was so much fun to paint again. And today, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sing my heart out. And I was just singing my heart out, like, to the full extent, and just sing, because I haven't sang in a long time either. Like, because I'm not really in my car, and so I don't really sing, like, as much as I used to. And singing in the car, or not in the car, but singing today, I was like, I literally was all, like, giddy, and, like, like, skipping, and, like, getting all, like, excited in my apartment, because I was like, this is why I do the things I do. This is why I give into my creative side, because literally it ignites my soul, and it gives me purpose for living. And when I'm not doing those things, I truthfully, I don't want to say it, but if you know, you know. And it was a hard feeling to return to, because I haven't felt that feeling in a long time, but I was putting that pressure on myself of, why aren't things changing? And unfortunately for me, in the past, those dark thoughts were thoughts that I would return to, and it was a constant battle. And so when I heard that thought again, that's when I knew something had to change. And it's just something I have to do. And it's what I do every day that makes the change. What I do right this second is what makes the change. And I have to give myself credit in areas that I'm fine in. Like, I can get hard on myself on improving at work. Truthfully, I don't know what I think I need to improve in at work. I really don't know. I think the thing I need to improve on is just, as stated, taking care of my body at home. so that way I have more strength and energy for work because my cup is full. Like, don't get me wrong, I love this job, and things are changing at the work. Like, literally my work schedule is changing, which I literally thank the universe for, because I told the universe, like, I'm struggling really bad. I need some support. Like, I don't know what to do. And then literally, like, the next day, I got pulled into the office, like, hey, your schedule's changing a little bit for next month, and they're like the easiest shifts, at least that I consider easiest, is my favorite shifts. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I was like, I truly believe miracles can happen, and the universe will step in when it needs to, but also when the universe, or God, whatever you want to say, when it gives you guidance, is not going to keep answering your prayers when it already gave you an answer. The answer for me right now is you got to do it your dang self. And sometimes the universe talks to me like that, but also that's kind of my ego coming in. But you know what I mean, okay? I got to do it myself, and I just got to get the work done. And for me, the work is taking more time for my creative side, because that's what makes me feel alive. And I actually last night as well, like, I saw like this like vision in my head. Also, I just saw 11:11 when I said that, but I saw this vision in my head, and I just kind of just like grabbed my pen and I just started writing. And as I was writing, I noticed my pen wasn't working. And my pen literally ran out of ink when I was writing. And in the past, I might like give up and be like, oh, it wasn't meant to be or whatever. But I was like, you know what? No, we're going to buy myself new pens. I'm going to make sure I don't run out of pens. That's literally what I'm doing right now. And I tried writing it as much as I could, even though the pen was like really just like not letting out any ink. But I want to see my creative visions come to life, whether it's in form of music or writing something on paper, you know? I'm gonna get emotional, because for me, this is something that's really important to me, and it's something I promised myself a year ago, that the reason why I ended up leaving the teaching job was so I can do this. I could do creative stuff, and I can go on adventures and travel and meet people, and that was the whole point of me stepping back and letting myself, what I say, be a kid again, because that's how I was as a child. And I know my parents are like shaking their phones and wishing they could shake me, and just like, yes, that's what we've been telling you. So shout out to my parents. I love you guys a lot. But I know that's something they would encourage me to do as well. But also I am at my stop, so I can get myself a pen and paper, and so that way I can just not have these like hiccups. I mean, hiccups are gonna come up, but I'm not gonna let those stop me from doing what I love. And also check out my butterfly sunglasses. Anyways, I love you all so much, and just stay safe out there, okay? Bye.